Hey everybody, it's 123 Mr. B. We're doing some breaking math stuff, practice on the division stuff. So here we go, we're talking about adding division statements with different divisors here. So here's a division statement, another division statement, and we're adding them together there. So the first thing we need to do is recognize that our action is not the same. Dividing by 3 is not the same as dividing by 6. We want to make sure that our action is the same. So what I'm going to do is create a skip count family of these numbers here and find the first time that I get the same number there. I'd say the lowest common divisor is going to be 6. So it's the lowest number that's common to both lists there. So what that means is I can rephrase these division statements to be out of 6. So 4 divided by 3 equals something divided by 6. Now to go from 3 to 6 I had to double it. So that means I have to double this one as well. That's going to give 8 over 6. And then 10 over 6, well, it's already out of 6, so I don't have to do anything. If you really want to show your work, you can just say 10 over 6 equals 10 over 6. There's nothing wrong with that. So there's our two new things there, and I'm going to use this information and put it back into my work. So there's my equal sign, there's my bracket, and I'm going to change this to be 8 over 6, because that's what it is. 8 divided by 6 plus 10 divided by 6. And now this is that very important part. I'm going to combine them together. 8 plus 10, plus sign, all over 6. And I'm going to solve this. That's 18 divided by 6. And then from here I'm going to simplify as much as I possibly can. In this case we already know that 18 divided by 6 is 3. So we have an answer of 3. Pretty straightforward piece of cake. Let's try another one here. So 13 divided by 5 plus 7 divided by 2. First things first, make those skip count families. An even number. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I know that 10 is the very first crossover of if I skip count by each of these numbers. Lowest common divisor equals 10. Declare that. Your teacher will love you for that. Okay, now we're going to keep rephrasing these division statements. 13 divided by 5 must be something out of 10. So how did I do this? I doubled 5, so I have to double 13. I'm doubling it, doubling it. It's important to show this. That way your teacher knows how you got to your conclusion. There's 26, okay? 7 over 2 equals something out of 10. Now to go from there to there, I'm timesing by 5. So that means I have to times by 5 here. So it's going to be 35 over 10. This is a little crowded there, I'm sorry. So here's the new ways of writing those original division statements. So under 13 divided by 5, I'm going to write 26 divided by 10. The sign comes down, whatever it is, and instead of 7 over 2, I'm going to write 35 over 10. Now here's that important stage. I gather the stuff together all over one denominator, and then I add them up. I do the math here. That's going to be 61 over 10. And now I can't easily see what this is going to be. So at this stage, I'm going to just, I could do it a few different ways. I think what I'll do is I will skip count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so forth. I know that I could break 61 into 60 plus 1. That's what I'm trying to get at. So I can split this up to be 60 plus 1 over 10. So here I had it separated and I brought it together, and now I'm taking it brought together and breaking it apart, but now I'm using a number from the skip count list of 10, 20, 30, 40, and so forth to 60. So now I can split them up again. So that's 60 divided by 10 plus 1 divided by 10, and that's going to be, so that's here is 6 plus 1 divided by 10, or 6 and 1 divided by 10. Okay, so that's how we get to the bottom of that one. Lots of this stuff here. Again, I'm promising the more faster you get with everything from here to here, you will be so much better off in the future. I promise you. Okay, next one here. Okay, our action is different. Let's start skip counting. 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. 5. Okay, I'm going to go right up to 50. That's the 10th number. And 55 must be the 11th number. So I see that's the very first crossover here. So that means my lowest common divisor is actually 55. Okay, so I've stated that. And now I'm going to rephrase these division statements. 16 divided by 11 equals something over 55. Now, to go from there, I had to times by 5. So I'm going to times by 5 up here, and I'm going to get 80. Let's try the other one. 8 divided by 5 equals something over 55, divided by 55. So here I'm timesing by 11, so up here I have to times by 11, so that's 88. So here's my two new division statements. So I'm going to put those into place here. 16 divided by 11 is really 80 divided by 55. 8 divided by 5 is actually 88 divided by 55. Here's the part where I combine them, 80 plus 88 over 55. I'm going to solve this math here, 168 divided by 55. Okay, so here I am. Now I'm going to skip count by 55 to see how much I can pull out of this thing. 55, 110, 165. Okay, clearly the next number is way too big because this is just underneath this one. So I know that the third one is 165. Okay, so I'm going to split this thing up then. I'm going to say 165 plus 3 all over 55. And I'm going to keep splitting that up. I'll say 165 over 55 plus 3 divided by 55. And then I'm going to say, well, I know that this is 1, 2, 3. 165 divided by 55 is 3. And then this stays the same. Notice how the signs come, everything comes exactly where it is, right? Our work's not moving left and right. Anyway, we go from here and we end up with 3 and 3 divided by 55. So the answer to the original question here is actually 3 and 3 divided by 55. Pretty slick. And one more example here. Whoa, we're dividing by 5, dividing by 3, and dividing by 6. We have to make sure that we have the same action here. So I'm going to show you a little trick. I can talk about it another time. If you ever have numbers that are side by side, you know that the very first number is going to be this times this and this times this. So I'm just going to go right there right now. And we'll definitely talk about that later. 6 times 5 is 30. And I know that 30 works on this list too. So I can promise you, if you do it the long way, that 30 is going to be your lowest common divisor is 30. I can guarantee you that. So now let's just look at this. Trust me, I'll go into that trick a little later. 4 divided by 5 equals something out of 30. So here, I'm timesing by 6. Here, I'm timesing by 6. Next one. 10 over 3 equals something over 30. Here, I'm timesing by 10. Here, I'm timesing by 10. And here, I have 9 divided by 6 equals something over 30. Here, I'm timesing by 5. So up here, I'm timesing by 5. So there's my 3 new statements. So I can bring those down directly where they are. 24 over 30. 24 over 30 plus 100 over 30 plus 45 over 30. Now I can put those all together on the top line. Now this is the sign that comes down. I don't have to invent it. It's already there. 45 all over 30. Okay. Now I'm going to collect this. I'm going to do the math here. So it's 145, 165, 169. 169 over 30. Okay, now that I'm here, I'm going to break this down, but I'm going to use it in terms of 30. So I'm going to skip count by 30, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180. 180 is too big, but 150 is just right. So I know that 169 is made up of 150 plus 19. So those are the numbers I'm going to be using here. So I'm going to break 169 up to be 150 plus 19 all over 30, and then I'm going to break that up again, 150 over 30 plus 19 over 30, and then that means that is 5, because 30 times 5 is 150, 150 divided by 30 is 5. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that makes sense, plus 19 divided by 30. In other words, 5 and 19 divided by 30. So the answer to the original question here is actually 5 and 19 divided by 30. Okay? Hope this helped. Enjoy the next video.